Hi, today we're going to talk about the differences between Baton Rouge, Louisiana and Houston, Texas. I'm Sharon Dallalio. I'm a local realtor here in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. You might be surprised at some of the differences in Houston and Baton Rouge, yet so many things are almost the same as well. So let's get to it. The first thing we're going to talk about is the weather. We both have very hot and humid weather here in Baton Rouge and in Houston. If you can't stand the heat, neither place may not be for you. We both have mosquitoes, so make sure you have your thermocells if you're moving to either place, or if you're moving from Houston to Baton Rouge or Baton Rouge to Houston, you're already used to that. You have your thermocell, you have your mosquito repellent, your Amber Romance from Victoria's Secret. It's great for the mosquitoes. We also, I think in Houston at nighttime may be a little bit less humid than Baton Rouge. Not a lot, but a little bit. Houston actually has about 15.6% less rainy days than Baton Rouge. Next, we're going to talk about the cost of living. Let's compare some food prices from Houston to Baton Rouge, the difference. So in Houston, for example, a loaf of bread could cost you $2.62, and in Baton Rouge, it'll cost you $4. Milk in Houston could cost you around $3.24, and Baton Rouge around $4. Eggs, $3.17 for a dozen of eggs. And here in Baton Rouge, it can cost you around $4 as well for a dozen of eggs. So seems like grocery prices are a little bit more costly in the Baton Rouge area than Houston. Let's talk about rent prices. Houston versus Baton Rouge. Baton Rouge, Louisiana is about 31.5% less in rent prices than Houston. So that's a significant difference in the rent prices. So for example, a one bedroom in Houston, Texas is around $1,555 a month for rent. That same apartment in Baton Rouge is around $1,066. So that's quite a bit of difference. Average home sales is a little different as well. The average home in Houston is around $266,000. And the same home in Baton Rouge would cost you about $241,000. So a little bit of difference there. And according to the salaryexpert.com, the average salary in Houston is around $63,000 and Baton Rouge is around $57,000 for the average salary. Another difference, Houston has counties and Baton Rouge has the parishes. So that's a little bit of difference. I think Louisiana is the only state with parishes. So that's definitely a big difference. Houston has 5 professional teams in Houston. Baton Rouge has 0. But y'all, we love our LSU Tigers. We love all of our college sports here. We do in New Orleans have the New Orleans Saints and the Pelicans as well, which is always for a good time. Other events, I would say Houston, their main large event every year is their rodeo. And if you've ever been to a Texas rodeo, y'all, they do it up right. They know how to put a rodeo on. They have the best singers come in to the rodeo, so it's always a good time. But we have our Mardi Gras. We have the season of Mardi Gras. We have the parades, we have big Mardi Gras balls, so that is, I would say, is equal to the rodeo and for us in Houston. So that's definitely kind of neck and neck with both of those. Let's talk transportation. If you live in Houston, you can expect to have a much longer commute than if you're living in Baton Rouge. I would say in Houston, people live in the suburbs and they're traveling into the city, so you have to account for the traffic there. Although their roads are just, does not even compare to our roads. Our roads are behind like times in Houston. It's on top of their construction. They had that big 610 loop there. and they have phenomenal roads and infrastructure in Houston. Baton Rouge does not, but our average travel time anywhere in the city is 15 minutes. If you live outside the city, you're looking at 20 minutes, and if you live really far out, maybe 30, but that would be the most that you would drive. So we do have a shorter commute than in Houston. And also, Houston, their public transportation, you're gonna need a car in both places because the public transportation is very underdeveloped in Houston and in Baton Rouge as compared to most larger cities. So you definitely need a car to get around in. We do have the CAT system. We only have one busing system. Does not go everywhere. Not as reliable as it should be. So you're definitely gonna need a car. Let's talk sales price. Houston, you're gonna pay about 8.25% in sales tax. They do not have a state income tax in Texas. Louisiana does. So between state and regular sales tax, you're gonna pay in Louisiana 9.55%. I think we are the largest sales tax rate in the US. So you are gonna pay more taxes here. Houston has the largest medical center in the world. So it's like the capital of medical centers in Houston. Everybody flies to Houston, drives to Houston for major medical care. They just have the best specialists in the world in Houston, Texas. So we do have our hospitals, but we're nowhere like Houston for sure. Let's talk food. Houston is known for their Tex-Mex food, which is phenomenal. Houston also is very, very diverse in their food. They have a lot of different types of food. They're very diverse in their culture. Louisiana, however, is known for their seafood and Cajun food. We have a lot of culture here and community feeling in Louisiana, Baton Rouge as well. Versus Houston, you could live next door and never know your neighbor. In Baton Rouge, that's not the case. It's a very sense of community and everybody knows everybody here. So that's a difference than living here in Baton Rouge versus Houston. Even though Baton Rouge is the capital of Louisiana, it has only a population of 229,553 people. Houston, on the other hand, is the fourth largest city in the country and the largest city in Texas with a population of 2.1 million people. So whether you're moving from Baton Rouge to Houston or Houston to Baton Rouge, I would love to help make your move go as smooth as possible. Give me a call, text me, DM me, let's jump on a Zoom call. And don't forget to watch my video about the 10 reasons why you should move to Baton Rouge. Have a great day.